10 Things You Didn't Know About Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is still one of the most famous athletes in the world even after 2 decades. After his last championship, there are countless books, articles, and videos about MJ, and everybody knows about his 6 rings. Dream Team in Baseball. Here is some of the lesser known information about Jordan and the top 10 things you might not know about his airness. As a result, I highly recommend seeing this video from start to finish, as you never know which of the listed careers might strike your interest. Before starting the video, smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. So let's get started. Number 1. Beat a second draft pick one-on-one at the age of 50. You may see me play the game at the age of 50, Michael Jordan said in his Hall of Fame speech. While he didn't exactly play pro basketball anymore, he did on a pro basketball team, the Charlotte Bobcats, now Hornets. In 2012, Jordan drafted Michael Kidd-Gilchrist with the second pick in the NBA draft. Who was regarded as one of the best defenders in the class. Gilchrist played Jordan one-on-one in practice, and you would think that a 20-year-old second pick would defeat a 50-year-old man. In most cases, that would be true, but not when the 50-year-old man is Michael Jordan. Both Michaels confirms the story, and it's incredible how great of a basketball player MJ still was at 50 and how bad of a GM he still is. He paid the price the day after and can hardly walk after the one-on-one game. While he did win against Kidd-Gilchrist, Father Time is undefeated. Number 2. Worst three-point performance of all time. Despite the GOAT moniker many attached to his name, MJ was never a great three-point shooter. He did most of his damage from mid-range and attacking the basket, and when he scored 6 threes and a half during the '92 finals, even he was surprised, and shrugged game became a term 2 years before the shrug game. MJ decided it would be a good idea to participate in a three-point shooting contest. It was the first and last three-point shooting contest of his career, and for good reason. Jordan sank only 5 three-pointers during the competition, which remains the lowest score in NBA history. Number 3. Michael started drinking at 27 to battle insomnia. In the first episode of The Last Dance, Jordan describes how he knocked on the hotel door as a rookie, only to see his teammates do cocaine and smoke weed inside. MJ was straight as an arrow back then, and never participated in those activities, and his only vice for juices and energy drinks, as he didn't even drink alcohol. That changed around 1990 when a doctor prescribed him a couple of beers before sleep, because MJ was battling insomnia. From that moment, Jordan started drinking and not only falling asleep. It's on the record that he drank before games. Jeremy Roenick, a former hockey player for the Chicago Blackhawks, told the story of playing 36 holes of golf with Jordan before the game MJ had that evening. Jordan had bet Roenick that the Bulls would win the game by 20 and he would score over 40. Roenick gladly accepted because Michael had drank 10 beers and played golf all day. Jordan had 44 and a 24-point victory against Cleveland and won the bet. Number 4. The flu game was food poisoning. If you don't remember, the flu game is the name given to the game 5 of the '97 NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and the Utah Jazz. Michael Jordan developed flu-like symptoms the night before the game, was noticeably under the weather, and was doubtful to even play. MJ sucked it up and played, scored 38 points, won the game, and had to be carried off the floor by Scottie Pippen. There are many conspiracy theories about the infamous flu game. The most common theory was that it was food poisoning because Michael ordered a pizza from an unknown restaurant in Utah. Since the Bulls' hotel location was public knowledge, it wouldn't be a surprise that a hardcore Jazz fan had something to do with that pizza before it reached Michael's table. Some people, on the other hand, believed the poisoning didn't come from food, but from drinks and from the sort of what is culturally called adult beverages. MJ never went to sleep early and was known to drink before games. And it's not a stretch that his flu was a massive alcohol poisoning and a subsequent hangover if he really did drink his behind off before Game 5 of the finals and still won the game. That just adds another level of legendary to his already mythical legacy. Number 5. Michael's tongue wag came from his father. It's not easy to play sports or generally do things while your tongue is sticking out. This may seem counterintuitive for most people, but it was the norm in the Jordan family. While Michael's tongue wag was far more famous, MJ was not the originator. He stole it from his father. His late father James used to stick his tongue out when fixing things around the house. So young Michael copied this from him. Tongue sticking became a habit, and it soon became unnatural for Jordan to keep it inside his mouth. He said that he kept trying to wear mouth guards and tried to stop sticking his tongue out, but it was so ingrained in him that he couldn't stop anymore. Number 6, Jordan once owed $12 million in gambling debts. It's a known fact that Michael Jordan is extremely competitive. When comparing Jordan and Kobe, Phil Jackson said that, with Kobe, his competitiveness stopped on the basketball floor. Jordan, on the other hand, also wants to beat you in ping pong and cards and every other game imaginable. Jordan's love for games and betting got him in trouble during his playing career before a crucial playoff match against the Knicks. In the '93 playoffs, Jordan decided to go to Atlantic City to gamble. He was seen coming back to the hotel late at night, which doesn't exactly fit into a model athlete lifestyle. Media was all over him, and especially after the book, Michael and Meme, Our Gambling Addiction came out. Richard his squamous. The author of the book described how the two played golf together during a 4-year spread. Michael supposedly owed $1.2 million to Ask Wine Assistant until finally settling down for a $300,000 payment. Number 7, MJ's friend, the limo driver. His best friend is the limo driver that first picked him up when he moved to Chicago. In 1984, a 29-year-old George Kohler was a limo driver in Chicago, one of his first passengers on the job were none other than the third pick in the NBA draft. He just arrived in Chicago for the first time. Soon George became Jordan's driver, and if Jordan went anywhere, it was with George. He started forming a bond, and Kohler became one of Michael's best friends. Today, George is no longer driving a limo but remains Michael's as trusted confidant and consigliere. George's phones are filled with numbers of famous people, probably more than Michael himself, because if you're lucky enough to get an MJ circle, he's still more than likely to shine. Your call, however, he's going to answer George's call, and that's why many famous people first call George if they want to reach out. Number 8, Michael donated his entire Wizards salary. Michael donated his entire Wizards salary to 911 victims in November of 2001, 2 months after the biggest terrorist attack in modern history. Michael Jordan was preparing to lace them up again. He would unretire for the second time, and as a 38-year-old would once again be an NBA player, this time in a Wizards uniform. Jordan was also the part owner of the team, and he was the least paid athlete on the team, with only $1 million salary. Now sense in paying yourself right. Number 9, punch Steve Kerr in practice. MJ pulled no punches when it came to training literally in 1995. During the Bulls practice, Jordan and Steve Kerr got into a scuffle that started when Phil Jackson called some ticky-tack fouls on Kerr, which Jordan thought was soft and counterproductive. Number 10, Jordan originally wanted to sign with Adidas. Did you know that Jordan always looks at people's shoes the first time he sees them, and if they're not wearing Nikes, he disapproves and often confronts people about it? While he's a Nike lifer and his Air Jordans bring him over $100 million every year, Jordan wasn't exactly enamored with the swoosh brand at first. Nike was known as a track and field brand and was never considered to be successful at making basketball shoes. I hope you find this video helpful. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, as it really helps our channel, and remember to give your feedback in the comments below. See you in the next video with some more interesting topics and facts. Stay safe, and we will be right back soon with another video. Thanks for watching.